Today is a video that I'm going to be demonstrating the sales kiosk version of eHome, which is actually dynamically pulling configured information from the online version of eHome. These two will talk between each other and save the information on a database that can be pulled from the internet as well as from the sales kiosk. So let's go ahead and get started so I can show you how the sales kiosk works. As you see, the display is actually on a 42-inch screen TV, which actually is a touch screen. We can select the homes that we want to see, and the information is being updated instantaneously. I've currently selected the Abington. It tells me the square foot, the bedrooms, how many baths, and the price tag, along with the alternate elevations that are offered with this home, the first floor, the second floor, and a little bit more information about the house. A real cool feature is to see this house in 3D. Some people have a hard time knowing what the house is going to look like by looking at 2D plans. So what we've created is this 3D functionality of the house that I can come in here and rotate the house and look at all sides. If I'm not very good at going ahead and using this tool and rotating, which is very easy to use, I could go ahead and say I want to see the right side of the house, back side of the house, left, front, or go back to the isometric view. Another really cool feature is we could remove the roof and look at the second floor or first floor foundation. I'll go ahead and remove the roof so we can look down inside the second floor. I'm going to take the model, go ahead and rotate it, and now we can look inside the house. We could also zoom up. So I'm going to look and pan over at the stairs here. We can see how the stairs are working. I could rotate, and we can look at other rooms of the house, along with, we have some columns and some other detailed information in here. We could go ahead and go to and remove the second floor and get down to the first floor. And we can see the stairs in here as well. We could rotate this out, look down, we could zoom out on this so we can see the whole house. This gives them a little bit of flexibility of knowing what they could potentially get out of their home. We've also created this real cool feature where we could directly take you to a view. We have multiple lists of rooms on here. Let's say I want to go to the kitchen. I'll say go, and it will take me straight to the kitchen. So I don't have to try to fumble my way trying to find where that is located at. Let's go pick a secondary area. Let's go to the owner's bath. I'll select that, and that's where the owner's bath is located. This just gives them the flexibility of seeing where certain rooms, what they look like without trying to navigate through the system. But let's go ahead and go back to the isometric view, and let's say I'm not very good at removing the roof and knowing where I'm at location-wise. Like, how do I know what room this is or that is? We've added a feature, goes to plan view, and it'll tell us what the room labels are. That this is second floor, the owner's suite is here, here's bedroom 4, bedroom 3, we go to the first floor, the family room, study, so forth and so on. It gives us a real cool way to see the functionality of where the room labels are at. And we can go ahead and rotate and close out. Well, now we're back to eHome Envision, and we're going to go ahead and select the exterior designer of the Abington. And in here is where we could choose the facade that I want. And as I'm selecting these items, you'll notice that the rendering image is being updated depending on the color scheme facade that I've chosen. All this information is tied back to a database that could be printed out on a PO at the signing of contract. And let's say we want to see some other selection items. Let's say I like this house style here. We could keep that, and that's the house style I like. Let's move to the floor plan. Here's the floor plan that we're currently looking at with 3D, but this is a 2D representation. But I might want to check out maybe the alternate elevations. And as I'm doing that, the information on the front side of the house is updating with, let's say, a 3-car garage. As you can see, is updated there, the rear solarium. And those are the options I want to choose on the first floor. But let's go to the second floor. Well, we don't have any other additional options, so let's go to the lower level. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on the finished basement with the den, and I'm going to add a wet bar to that. And now you can see that we could look at the house. Let's say you want to zoom in and check out the wet bar. I like that. That's pretty interesting. So it gives us a little bit of flexibility. We could zoom in, zoom out. We could pan, move this across. And we could also, a really cool feature is we could flip the house. And as I flipped it from garage left to garage right, we'll go back to the first floor. It is now garage left. If I say garage right, we go back to the exterior designer. It flips the exterior rendering to garage right. And that's the style that I want to go with. But now I haven't picked the lot. So I'm going to go into the community. And this is the community of the Reserve at Stonehill. And as you can see here, here's the community but with a bunch of lots. And as I select on the lots, the information down here is telling me what is going on in those lots. For instance, this is lot 12, the acreage, and what the price of that lot is. Also to the left side of that is we have available, sold, in the model. It tells us what is sold, what is available, and where the model home is at. Currently we are in the model home today, which is this lot, which is lot 1. And it tells us the acreage again and the price tag. But let's learn a little bit more about the model home. You could do this for any of the lots. We have a bunch of entry places for the database that specifications could be added to this. As you can see here, here's the lot information again. We have the specifications with lot 1. It tells us that a 3-car garage will fit on here, along with an areaway is not available. The color palette that is associated with the mallet is A1. It also tells us any other information about the buildable restriction lines, if the house will fit on that lot or not. Any other information you want to add to this? Let's say maybe entry sign, photos, or if we want to actually see the model home in 3D, we can go ahead and select a grayscale rendering. And that is the model home that we're currently in today, representing this in the sales kiosk. I'll go ahead and close that down, and we're going to go ahead and zoom out. Everything that we have done so far has been stored in a database. We could go ahead and say print to brochure. As I select this, it shows me an overcap of everything I have selected, from all the floor plans to the rendering. It tells us the acreage, the lot, and some more information that we could print out to a brochure on demand. We hit print brochure, and now it's sent out to the printer. You can have up to an 8.5 by 11, 11 by 17, maybe 2 sheets, depending on how you want to do a trifold. Again, I could also save this information out, go to my notebook. We can come down here and type in the email address. And I currently already have an email address in here, but this is a touch screen keyboard, and we can enter that information in. So right now, for demonstration purposes, I won't go through that, but I'll go ahead and close this down. And I'm going to log in, and now it's telling me, welcome. I can go back and save this selection. Everything that I've done, I could save this out by putting the name, hit save, and I could come back and retrieve it at any point in time. I could do that at home on the internet, or come back into the sales kiosk. We could also see any previous saves that we have saved under my login. I'm going to go to my notebook, and here's some old previous saves that I've saved. And right now, currently I'm on the Abington, but maybe there was another house that I liked. Like the very first one up here is the Compton. I'm going to reload the Compton, which now replaces the Abington, back to the Compton, and I can see what I saved out maybe a couple days ago. And I can see maybe what the lot was on that, and I also picked lot 1 for that. I can see the floor plans. Did I pick any options? I did pick the 3-car garage with the masonry fireplace, but I did not select the solarium on this house. So you can always go back and retrieve this information. I'm going to go ahead and log out. And that is today's demo. And I hope if you guys have any questions, you please come out and visit us at www.cinzyvisions.com.